Welcome, people. Welcome to Halloween Havoc. Movie collection battles are back, baby. I got the man of the hour, the man himself, the man that brings and makes it all possible. 4K D-Ray. What's going on, man?
How's it going, Kyle Daily?
Hey, man, it ain't much, man. Just trying to see what's going on. I see you made some changes. I see you revamped the whole thing. So we want to get the info from you, from the person that makes this all possible.
Well, yeah, definitely, man. The battles are back. Happy to be back once again. As you guys know, about 2 months ago, I did say, the battles were going to be changing up. I was going to do more of like a cards. If you notice from boxing, UFC, or anything like that, things are stacked in the cards where you got multiple fights or matches going on all in one night. So that's what I wanted to bring to it, switch it up a little
Hmm.
bit from what we've been doing for the past year and a half. So far I've been able to do it. September I didn't have a battle going, but here I am back again. I know everybody loves horror, so it was that time. It's spooky season, 31 days of horror,
Right.
31 days of Halloween, whatever you want to name it. So we back with another battle, man.
Man, yeah, I mean that's perfect timing. Like you said, spooky season is here upon us. I'm actually glad you're doing the Halloween Havoc. I mean, it's a really nice little throwback you did there, man. I see what you did. It has a good feel to it. But I do notice from your last announcement video, some things have changed. Can you give us a little bit info on that? It's not quite as exactly how you want to do it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. As you know, things in life don't always go as planned. Just like I said in the announcement trailer that I was going to do these battles, what I wanted to do was a 2 night event, two triple threat battles where the two winners would go against each other on night number two, kind of making it like a bigger event, kind of tournament style, things like that, just to switch it up, give the crowd a little bit something different. As I said, card is always subject to change. Yes, it did have to change on this one. Unfortunately, I had a hard time trying to find 6 people to come up
Mm.
and do it, but I did find three great battlers. They're gonna battle it out on October 26th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So you guys please be there, man. I got AJ Reacts 2, Nate Flicks Reviews, and Michael Singletary all bringing the heat in this battle. So please be there. Unfortunately, like I said,
Okay.
things didn't work out quite the way I wanted to, but never give up in life. Anything you want to do, put your best foot forward. If you got to change things up, change it up, but try to stick to the plan.
Nice, nice. I respect that, man. You're pushing it forward, keeping what we love, keeping the essence of what we love, but still trying to keep it relevant, still trying to keep it new and fresh, not just for yourself, but for people. And some people don't quite get the bigger picture in that, but I do. Because when it's always fresh, when you're including new people, when you're striving to make it different, to add this to it, to make it feel a little different, it makes it feel new. And that keeps it, it opens it up more and it just keeps going instead of it getting a little bit repetitive or stale. So I truly understand what you're trying to do with that. And a triple threat, I mean, I know it didn't go, you say it didn't go the way you wanted, but a triple threat sounds really nice. We don't always get the triple threats from you. And I see Michael Singletary, you bringing him back. I mean, he's a guy, we don't know much about his collection. We don't know, he doesn't create too much content. So what do you think he can do to secure a win with the viewers versus, some stiff competition like AJ and Netflix?
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's the beautiful thing about this, to bring it as a triple threat. You get to add that extra little layer. And like you said, we have not seen much of Michael Singletary. He just battled in September against Martinez Joe. He did not come out with the win, but people got to know him. But like you said, he doesn't have that social media front for us to know what's in his collection. So that makes these guys have to, think a little bit more, pull better titles, because they don't know what he has. We don't know what he has. So he could come out and really surprise us. And, he can have a very good chance that we don't even know about to take this battle. I know he's a little bit more he was a little reserved in the first battle, but once you get that first time going, you start to understand things a little bit more. So I think he's going to have a much better outing in this one. I think he did a great job, even though his promo, the volume was a little bit low on it. He's a little more outgoing than he was that first time on screen. So I'm expecting a much better outing for him now that he's got his foot wet with these battles.
Yeah, yeah. It's more like the debut, the rookie type thing, first time there. It's not always perfect, but it's still special. It's your first time, so you just improve upon it. So I understand that because he came up short against Martinez Joe last time around. So I do remember that. And also
Yeah.
too, I know Nate is actually undefeated so far, and he actually beat AJ Reacts, if I'm correct. He beat him in the last bout that they had. So I think you add in Mike Singletary to the triple threat to making a triple threat that adds a new element to it. Also, I wonder, do you think that that's going to be tougher on Nate to stay undefeated with all that
Yeah,
stacked up?
yeah, absolutely, man. Like you said, they AJ and Nate have battled it out once before. AJ was not fully prepared for the questions that came up in his battle. I think, if I remember correctly, there was a DreamWorks, I believe, animated title. He had none in his collection, so that that he stumbled on that one. So now with
Yeah.
this one, he's in his mind, he's probably thinking, okay, I got to get revenge on Nate, give him his first loss. But I also now got to worry about what does Michael Singletary have in his collection. So things are a little bit harder for AJ this time around. So we'll see what he got come Thursday night.
Yeah, man. I think it's super exciting to see new champions being made. Like I said, Nate is currently undefeated. It's nice to see if he can keep that going. AJ Reacts has been up there a few times. I know he's one of your first um first contestants. So it's
Yeah,
always cool to see him return. And you just have so many cool champions. I know 4K Media Guy is also undefeated, and I've seen Ken win tournament. I've seen your most recent champion was Convicted Cinephile Derek.
yeah,
So it you're making great champions, and it's really nice to see how these champions stack up. And one day, in my opinion, I would like to see something in between all the champions. You know, maybe we'll get that. But I'm just very excited to see where this is going. But speaking on that, how do you feel about the new start times and then the new days and the viewership? Like, how do you feel about is it challenging or it changes? Because I see you've changed that stuff too. The viewership has definitely changed.
yeah. One thing I had did notice a while back, even while still doing the battles, there was a lot of battles, especially in the beginning. We started very low. It started to climb up. I would kind of easily get to that 1,000 total views for some of the battles. Some of them didn't make it. It was kind of, what I noticed. It was more about name value, who was actually the contestants that would bring it up a little bit. But you know, a lot of times we will fall in that 600 to 700 range. And then I started to see a decline in viewership. So
Mhm,
as that decline came, that's when I started thinking about, switching things up. Like you said, we had the tournament, we had 2-on-2s, we've had triple threats,
mhm,
ladies' night, just different events, all
right.
horror, all action, all still books, just to switch things up to try to gain that viewership back. Um, so here I am again, trying to switch it up once again. So I'm trying to think of new inventive ways to, bring that crowd back to make Thursday nights mean something once again. So hopefully, all these promos, doing the trailers and things like that can help bring that viewership back.
Okay, Mr.
And
McMahon. Yeah.
far as the start time, I know 9 o'clock is really that a great time to really start the battles because that gives at least people on the West Coast time to get off work, get situated, and also join in with the vote counting. But one thing I started to notice that a lot of people that were battling were on the East Coast, and I hate keeping people up at night. You can tell the rush look on their face and things like that. So I wanted to start a little bit earlier so that they can have their
Mhm,
time to not really worry about looking at the clock and trying to figure out, okay, I got to get up in the morning, things like that. And then they're so ready to jump off at the end. So I just
mhm.
gave it a little bit of a, earlier start, try not to do too early, hopefully, 8:30. I never looked at the analytics to figure out, how much it really matters with that 30-minute head start. But I
Mhm.
do like the placement of the 8:30 over the 9.
Yeah, either way, man, you still missed a Thursday night. That feeling is restored because Thursday nights were special in the movie community, and it's good to have that back. And to be honest with you, um, I know some shows can go longer than expected. Sometimes they run long. Once in a while, they run short. But for the most part, I can honestly say, and I'm not just saying this, truly, your stuff is very time efficient. It never feels like sometimes it feels too quick, it never feels, I guess time they say time flies when you're having fun, but it feels that your stuff is like at a really good running pace and it moves very quickly, smooth. I know some battles are better than others for people, but they've always felt very good, like runtime wise. I never felt that there was a problem that it run too late. Sometimes we we call in for if it's a battle where you seen somebody damn near get swept, we want another battle because it just goes so fast. So I think you got that on lock as far as pacing and time. I really do. Just my opinion. So
Yeah,
I do want to. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
absolutely. There are a lot of times that I believe that, I look at the time and it looks like the battles are flying by early in the first few rounds, but then things start to, kind of simmer down. The contestants are taking a little bit more time to go pull the titles that they want per the question and things like that. So a lot of times it
Mhm.
does seem like time might fly by, but time always flies by when you're having fun, right?
Right, 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 right. And you've created a lot of you. Everybody collectively have created a lot of good moments in these battles. So yeah, it's a good feel. I gotta ask though, what where was your mind at? What made you actually think about, like, I know you strive to keep it new, but the direction that you took of, like, for instance, your this is a Halloween habit card to make this stuff like wrestling or boxing, and to even think about having more than one battle a night. What really made you want to do that direction? Because you could have took it in a different direction. So what made you actually go that way?
So for me, I'm always looking at sports, always looking at UFC, battle rap, things like that. So ultimately, when I came up with the thought of, how can I change things up? How can I make it a little bit better? One thing I realized that, a lot of times at the end of the night, a lot of people used to be like, and I'm sure you noticed it or heard it plenty of times in the battles, they would be like, can we get some extra rounds or anything like that? Let's do another battle or something. So I was like, you know what? It's time to, really try to push that and give the viewers what they have been asking for with, multiple battles or more rounds. I believe 11 rounds is the most I like to do per battle. I think that's
Hmm.
that's just enough to ask
Yeah,
for some from somebody. I don't want to go too long with them. So I think,
yeah.
trying to shorten it down to maybe 7 or 9 when I got multiple per night, is the best bet. And, it can give people a little bit more because they always want us to continue at night. They hate when it's over. So if I can give you a little bit more, then, that's the plan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know what? I mean, even though we always want more, but that also keeps us wanting more because we get just the right amount. You don't overload us. So that, yeah, I think that works out pretty well. Finally, I gotta ask. Now, a while back, there was some things going on about some talk going brewing about the voting system and how that was going. So I heard that you were making some changes with that. Have you made a decision on changing the voting system up, or are you going to keep it the same, or what's going on with that?
So absolutely, you know, that battle when those things happened, some people said it wasn't true that that person really didn't, do what he said he did. So I'm not sure, but I know at
Hmm.
some point there is a time that I need to change things up as far as the voting because I hate for it to be all about popularity of the person. I really want it to be based off the polls and the questions that are asked. So yes, we will be changing things up. I won't do it with this battle because that's too much to be asking for me to change things up during a triple threat. I would rather do that with 1v1 instead of multiple people because it puts a little bit more strain on me as the host. So eventually, if the next battle is a 1v1, then I will switch it up to where the contestants are going to pull their items. There's a private chat here on StreamYard, so they'll tell me what titles they pull. I'll put the poll up, and then once I close the poll, they will show. I'll tell them, show your titles so that the viewers can see who pulled what, and then they'll see who won.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure about what was happening. I just heard the rumblings about it, so it's nice to see how to get that cleared up.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. I hate having to go that route, but you know, there's been times that we know for certain that, some of this stuff just feels like it's popularity votes and not based on the question in the title. So any way I can kind of clean that up and, you know, we got to move this thing forward. That's the plan. I just want to make this thing a lot bigger, better than what it is for myself, for the viewers, because I know it can be better. I know it can be bigger than what it is, so I'm
mhm.
gonna try every little avenue I can on my own to try to figure out, how do we elevate this thing, at least get it back to where it was, and then even further.
That's all you can ask, man. Elevation, evolving. You built the foundation and then you build upon that. So, like, we're with you, man. The community rocks with you. We truly appreciate it for you to stay inspired, to keep doing it, to stay consistent. Because even through your breaks and the time that it does disappear, you gave us a lot of battles, and they were always consistent. So we do appreciate it, and we know things happening sometimes. You got to go on hiatus for a little while, but we truly appreciate you bringing it back, and we always have fun. Like, trust me, like it is like I've never heard more praise for a show in the community than the movie collection battles. So thank you, and we just want to see you keep doing it, and we hope that you time permits you to do it, and you still want to do it. So thank you for that. And before I get you out of here, I have two things for you. First of all, I've been hearing people talking about the tag team. So how do you feel about a tag team tournament one day? How do you feel about that?
That would actually be pretty cool. I haven't thought about a tag team tournament. I've personally, I think the tag teams have been some of the best battles that we've had as far as entertainment from the battlers and the host and myself. I think those are all of those have been very good. So I
Hmm.
would love to bring definitely any tag team battle back. A tournament would be absolutely tremendous. It'll take a lot of effort from myself, and people need to be willing to do it and make sure that they got their
Hmm.
teams together. I would rather them, let me know this is my team member, this is who I'm gonna have. So instead of me having to figure out, okay, I'm gonna put this person with this person, I gotta ask everybody to team up. Are they available? Because as you know, you have your own show yourself, and it's hard getting a lot of people together at a specific time. So, but that is the avenue I would love to venture into for these battles.
Yeah, because there's a lot of teams out there. There was teams we previously seen we would like to see return. Ben and Ryan, Jakota and Alex. There's a lot of teams out there that were fun. I would like to even see the twins back, Mika and Kara. That would be really cool. So, lastly, when can we see you jump back in?
Oh man, that's a good question, man. I'd absolutely love to do it. I had a whole lot of fun, man. When I got up here and went against 4K Media Guy, it opened my eyes up to how difficult these battles can be. So much starts playing in your mind with the questions that are asked. Oh, should I pull this? What is he going to pull? I learned that, I can't think about the contestant. I need to think about the actual question and what the crowd would love. But it was a whole lot of fun, man. I'd love to do it again. I know there was one person that said they would like to battle me. I just, was more focused on, you know, trying to pull up new faces for you guys instead of me just coming back up here again, because then I got to find some other people to kind of guest host it while I take a back seat and battle myself. But I would definitely love to venture back into battling again.
All right. Okay. Well, you know what? I mean, maybe we'll get to see you take on one of the undefeated guys again. So that'll be something. I just thought that. I mean, we didn't see it a lot, so I just thought that'd be it's time. We want to see you have a little fun too. We want to see what kind of skills you got in the ring. So you know, but
Absolutely.
in closing, man, thank you for this pre-show for this letting us know how everything is going to work out from going forward, letting us pick your brain on where you're trying to go and the bigger picture mostly. And thank you for bringing the battles back, guys. This is Halloween Havoc, the pre-show movie collection battles, 4K D-Ray. Y'all already know. I don't even have to tell you all that. Just be there. You want to announce the times too?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, Thursday, October 26th, please join us. Halloween Havoc 2023 is going down. Last year we had Martinez Joe versus Absolute Sublime 1. Very good battle. Absolute Sublime 1 had to battle his way back through multiple rounds, winning 3 rounds in a row to come back with a battle win, and he absolutely won that battle. So this year, man, triple threat battle. We got AJ Reacts 2 going up against Nate Flicks Reviews in kind of a rematch, but with the added contestant. We got Michael Singletary making his second venture onto the movie collection battles. We got a triple threat next Thursday night, man. October 26th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Thursday night is the night. So please be there. Make sure you can vote for each round. It's gonna be a fun time, man. Let's end spooky season in a big way.
Nice. Well, you heard it from the man himself, and we will see you there. Later, people.
What I'm looking for is 6 competitors to battle it out. Night one, August 20, I think it's 20, Wednesday, August 24th or 25th. Can't remember the exact date, but Wednesday night is night one. 6 competitors, 2 triple threat battles. The winner goes on to night two. Thursday night doing a 1v1 to find out who the horror champion will be.
The card is subject to change, date, time, competitors, all that good stuff.
The thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. Almost had it the first time. Made it to the last round, but alas, Drew pulled out. But I'm back, and I'm better this time. Horror battle, bring it on, 4K Ray.
Everyone, it's Nate here, of course, from Nate Flicks Reviews and one half of Geeks and Flicks. And also, you might know me as the two-time movie collection battle champion. I'm coming back for a third try. Hopefully, I could go 3-0. I know my competitors are going to bring the heat, but I feel pretty good. I think I got some good horror picks, so can't wait to see how this battle goes down.
And I was supposed to be on a battle in September, but I don't know what happened with that. But that's neither here nor there.
Halloween Havoc 2024. Nate Flicks versus AJ Reacts 2 versus Michael Singletary. October 26th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Be there.